You should not reimburse somebody for getting a test that it takes more than 48 hours to get the result back. That test is a complete waste. And so all these numbers about how much we test, the majority is just complete waste. Right now, this thing where you wait more than 3 days, sometimes 7 days to get a test, nobody should pay $1 for that. That's insane. You need to prioritize. You need to make sure that low-income communities that are most at risk, that they're getting those results back within 24 hours. The antiviral that's approved, remdesivir, is right now once you have serious symptoms. It's possible to move that to a form which you would give early and that would be easier to administer. That's just being examined now. There are 2 other antivirals which are more likely to be oral instead of the IV infusion, which is remdesivir right now. So before the end of the year, those other 2 antivirals or the reformulation, that could be figured out. Also, I'd say monoclonal antibodies are probably the most promising class. And here you have people like Regeneron, Eli Lilly, also AstraZeneca, doing some pretty strong work. And those trials are much faster because you can see the therapeutic benefit faster than the protective benefit. So I think there's a good chance we'll have substantial death rate reduction by the end of the year with the combination of those new tools, several of which are when you start to have serious symptoms, you would be treated before you'd have to go into intensive care. We can go a lot further by inventing more vaccines. So the idea that our foundation is connected up in that, we're trying to help. Those are the values that Melinda and I have. To flip it around and say somehow, that the creation of the virus or profiting from the vaccine, that's unfortunate, but it really starts to hurt if it means people aren't willing to take the vaccine. And once it goes through that safety process, that the FDA is the best in the world at a professional level of being able to review that. So I am worried. It's not surprising that people are looking for simple explanations in a very uncertain time, but hopefully they'll look to the facts, understand the values of the people that they're thinking about, and understand that we're in this together, and we need to protect each other with masks and eventually probably with herd immunity through a vaccine. I think over time the tech world is naturally very, very competitive. Now, I'm not saying that the authorities have to be totally laissez-faire, but I do think people underestimate that natural competitive forces do come into this space. And we saw that, as mobile phones came in, that was hyper competitive. And, the prices keep coming down, the products improve. There are some things like branded merchandise or controlled marketplaces that, it'll be interesting to see how that gets regularly. But yes, I think of tech as, even without massive regulation, that there will be a lot of innovation.